Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pickleball HQ. Today, I have a special paddle company. As always, they are another small brand out of sunny California. They are called Dynasty Pickleball. Now, look, you may have never heard of them, which is fine. Again, I only target small brands on this channel. There is no money exchanged in this. I will, however, provide a link down below of a coupon code that you can use so that you can get a little incentive, a little price, off, maybe 10%. So if you want to use that code, feel more than welcome. I'm going to try to get it to be Pickleball HQ, but I'll have the correct code down below. So again, with all my reviews, I don't do all the statistical, analytical things that maybe some of the larger reviewers do. But what I do like to do is talk to you as if we were on the courts and you ask me, hey, what paddle are you using? Or, hey, what do you think about that paddle? Should I get it? I am around a 4.5 on a really good day. 5.0, like from like peak. So when I go the courts, I have a kind of a little bit of a higher standing of like, hey, I recommend this paddle, or hey, I don't know if this is going to be the right paddle for you. So stuff like that. So I'm going to get into the review here so we can take a look at these paddles and get it out of the way. So first, let's go with the Hall of Famer. Boom. Pretty cool. Neat graphics. I do want to say that since me making this video, they are changing the graphics. So they are keeping kind of like the look of this, but they're changing these big, bright graphics on all the paddles that I'm about to show you. So this is their spin and control paddle. So if you think about a Diadem Warrior paddle, which is pretty thick, carbon fiber, and then also a Luxe paddle, you're going to get that nice 18K carbon fiber that you would get on the Diadem. And then you're going to get that more control that's on the Luxe. Now, personally, did I feel that? Yes and no. I'm going to go a little bit deeper dive into this of you will get that power that you're going to get with the Diadem. Traditionally 18K carbon fiber actually is a little bit more stiffer than just normal T700 carbon fiber. So this is going to actually give you some very nice power that you would get with the Diadem. However, you're not going to get the insane control that you get with the Luxe. The paddle feels great in your hand though. I like the grip circumference. It's small enough. It feels good. It's 5.5. It's good for two-handed backhands if that's something you're into. Overall, it's a really good paddle. This was actually my second favorite paddle of the three that were sent to me. So good job, Dynasty, of combining those two paddles together to make this. I think you were very successful. It's also pretty nice and light too, so it goes through the air really great. Again, the only thing that I personally am not a fan of is the graphics, but since this video is being made, and I think maybe that was some of their complaints they got, they are changing these graphics here. So not completely taking them off, but they're just making it a little bit less visible. So next, let's go into the heavyweight. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. I mean, that's almost literally the size of my fist. So that's a pretty large portion of the paddle. Now, they do say that the coloring here, the ink does not affect the surface spinniness texture, but I will say there is a slight little raise here of the grip when it gets to here. It's up to here. It's slight, but again, on their new ones, they are changing this to where it's more like darker and it doesn't actually affect it at all. Some new sort of technology they're using, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad that they're taking the advice, and this is a company that is willing to take the advice from players and fix their paddle ASAP. They're on it. So the heavyweight here is their all court offering. Now, they say that this is like one of the project paddles. So Selkirk has a model project paddle in their lineup that has this curved ridge. This is more of a rare paddle design. You don't really see many paddles with this design. And then they kind of have it saying that this is the project that's this shape, and then the carbon. So I do see it and I kind of don't see it. Um, I think, the power's there. Um, I'm just maybe not a fan of the shape. Now, do I think that they do a better job in their execution of it than the project paddle from Selkirk? Yes. This paddle is very well built, and I think for someone who is looking for, you know, some really nice power, you're going to get it. You're not going to get quite the amount of spin as you would with the carbon, but if you want a cool shape and you're kind of want to get on that carbon 1x level and stuff, and you want something different, this would be probably the paddle for you. But out of the three, this was probably my least favorite. And me personally, though, I like large paddle faces, and this actually kind of measured out as a little bit smaller of a paddle face than the others. So, and then lastly, my favorite out of the three, the middleweight. Now, this is the competitor to the Mod TA15 paddle and the Gearbox Power Pro paddle. Now, it's not me saying that. Again, this is Dynasty Pickleball comparing these paddles to other ones that are on the market, but for like a fraction of the price. I believe these paddles all come in around 180. So, and you can use like 10% off discount code, get it from there. But let's talk about this. This was my favorite paddle out of the three. So, and I think that's my favorite paddle out of the three because the nice consistent power, but yet some control. Again, it's called the middleweight, so it's kind of a balance in between them all. But again, this is a power paddle, and I was getting a lot of just like nice drives, my putaways. However, you are not gonna get that doink 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 sound. I don't know how to explain it, but you know how the new like foam Yoda paddles and Gearbox, they have that annoying sound. I didn't hear it from this. It's more of a stiffer sound. And from all the time that has been played with this, probably 15 hours playtime, it's still held up really great. And a lot of paddles, if you go to your paddle at home and you go like this, you might be able to hear little bits of glue or little bits of the inside of your paddle kind of like shaking, like a little maraca. With all three of these paddles, no need to worry. All these paddles are built extremely well. Again, the face is very gritty, but this part, I know some people say they like it's kind of like a jokester, but like I don't know, just the aesthetic of it, I'm not a huge fan. So again, they're fixing this, but it has great potential. I really like this paddle, and now that the mod and the Gearbox are banned, this right here is a great option. You're still gonna get that crazy power, but it's going to be legal power. It's a little bit under the mod and the Gearbox, but it's in the legal setting, and I don't think this paddle would even have a problem passing the next USAPA regulations that are coming up. So in all, Dynasty, you've made some really great paddles. Your technology that you're using is top of the line. The materials you're using is top of the line. I think the price is pretty fair for the paddles. You're competing with a lot of paddles in the $180 range. And there's some really, really good paddles in that range. So, it really depends if someone, I would say, so if you ask me, hey, should I buy these paddles? Do you recommend it? Yes, I recommend it. But I would also say that, if you want a paddle that no one else is going to have, like I promise you go to your courts, unless maybe you're in this area in California where this brand is from, and you just want to like troll people, like what is this goofy paddle or something, like, then I would recommend getting these and trying it. Again, I think this is their best offering. But if I had this right here, this is their best offering. But I think honestly, that's the paddle you want to do. Go ahead and do it. You're not going to go wrong. There's a lifetime warranty on it. There's also a 30-day trial, I believe, on their website, if I'm not mistaken. So you can give it a try. Let me know what you think. Let the owner know he's really great. You can talk to him, ask him any questions you like. He's super responsive, super nice guy. Overall, I'm very impressed with this brand. And
Hey, if you ever need some design work in the future, let me know. I'm a web designer, graphic designer, all that fun stuff. So
if you need help with some new branding for your paddles, you know where to find me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I could help you explore a little bit more on some smaller paddle brands you maybe never heard of. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see y'all on the courts. Thank you. Bye.